Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes, and oh wow, this is a really exciting video. The comics released so far in 2019 have been a bit underwhelming in my opinion. There have been some good books here and there, but nothing that really blows my mind or makes me think, wow, I just read something amazing. But that all changed today because I read Guardians of the Galaxy #1, and oh my, is this book great. Definitely the first great series of 2019. If you didn't buy it, get to your LCS right now and read this book. You are missing out. It's awesome. The creative team is Donny, one of the hottest writers at Marvel, and his frequent collaborator, Geoff Shaw. Now, I will say when I saw this cover, I was a little bit concerned that there were too many characters in the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's definitely the issue that's been holding back Uncanny X-Men so much, is there's like 20 characters or something like that. And here it looks like there's 10 Guardians of the Galaxy, but my concerns were unfounded. There are not, in fact, 10 Guardians of the Galaxy, and we'll get to that later. So the book starts out here. We have Eros, also known as Star Fox, brother of Thanos, standing in front of a group of cosmic heroes. And he's got Thanos' body without a head, and he's explaining that Thanos is dead, and that while his brother is dead, his reign is not. And he goes on to elaborate. And he ends up playing this hologram that Thanos created before he died, basically explaining that if you're seeing this, you might think I'm dead, but I'm really not. I have plans. I have prepared a body for me to download my consciousness into and be resurrected and return as the Mad Titan. And then he ends his message with an ominous good luck. The book shifts over to Peter Quill and Groot, aboard not the Milano but the Rider, for Winona Ryder, and they're having a little conversation. This is another thing that I thought would probably hold the book back, was because there is no Drax, there's no Rocket Raccoon, and there's no Baby Groot. From the movies, those are probably the three most popular characters. There's only Quill, there's only Groot. But they do give an explanation of where the other characters are here in a little bit. And they're traveling to nowhere, the celestial head that we all saw in the movie, also in the comics. And they discovered that nowhere is missing. It is no longer where it used to be. Then it switches back over to Eros talking to the other cosmic characters. They're having a little bit of discussion. And this is the only thing about this book that I don't like. I think the art's amazing. I love the characters. I love the plot. But I really don't like this sentence. Actually, two sentences. The Silver Surfer is right. Imagine if we'd had the capacity to end Thanos' life as a child. How much pain and misery would the universe have been spared? And then Cosmic Ghost Rider comes back with a, I knew I should have shot that damn baby in the face. Now, I get what they're going at. Thanos was born evil. He was evil his entire life. I don't like the idea that anyone thinks that going back in time and like killing babies would fix anything. Literally, these two caption boxes are the only thing in this book that bothered me. Everything else is terrific. And then Eros starts presenting the candidates he thinks are most likely to have been prepared to receive Thanos' conscience. And you see there's Venom there, Hulk, that makes sense. But there's some weird stuff in here, like Tony Stark doesn't really have any powers other than being intelligent. Miss Marvel certainly doesn't make any sense. That's neither here nor there. There's the candidates, and he says, I'm afraid we must start with the most obvious candidate and kill Gamora. As this is happening, Nowhere finally arrives to Sanctuary, the ship that they're on, and starts to attack the ship, rips it in half, and we see that the Black Order has arrived. They're basically on a rescue mission to save Thanos' body so that they can resurrect him. And as this is going on, Peter Quill and Groot have showed up and they're talking to Nova. And this is where we get an explanation of where the other Guardians of the Galaxy are. He says, "You still with the Guardians of the Galaxy? Where's your crew?" Quill responds, "Drax is dead. Gamora's a villain, I guess. I don't know. This is Groot." And then Nova says, "What about the little guy, Rocket Raccoon?" And he responds, we don't talk about Rocket." So the Guardians of the Galaxy that we know and love are no more. It's only Quill and Groot. The whereabouts of the other members are unknown, presumed dead, except for Gamora, who we know that Eros wants to kill. And there's a brief explanation that the Milano is gone, and this is now the Rider. So Nova departs. Quill and Groot depart. As they're flying, all of a sudden this hammer flies through their windshield. And Quill says, "Clock in and grab the chain, Groot. I think we just fell into a rescue mission." Then there's this really cool page. You see Beta Ray Bill holding onto the chain. And we start to realize it's not just him, that he's actually holding some other people. And here we get some explanation what happened aboard Sanctuary when the Black Order arrived. We've lost them. Corsair and the Starjammers. The Silver Surfer, the Imperial Guard, the Skrulls, gone. The Black Order has Thanos' body. Nova arrives and he says that Quill has to relinquish the new folks aboard his ship and explains that his galactic rights only extend to his crew. And we have the final reveal. There with me, this is my new crew. So this is the new Guardians of the Galaxy. We got Star-Lord, Beta Ray Bill, Groot, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and a couple other characters. I believe the one in green is named Heather. I don't know what her cosmic name is. And I don't remember the name of the other one. Like I said, there are a lot of characters in this book, but I'm sure we're going to get to know them better in the future. But this is your new Guardians of the Galaxy, and it is going to be their mission to stop the resurrection of Thanos and the further destruction of the galaxy. There's a lot more to this book. I only showed a handful of pages. It's a plus-size issue. I believe it's 31 or 32 pages. It's all good. It's terrific. So overall, I'll give the art a 4.5 out of 5. It's excellent across the board. None of the art looks like it was rushed. The colors are great. It's beautiful. Characters and characterization, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. There were only those 2 lines of dialogue that I didn't like very much. There were probably a few too many characters, but there's tons of motivation for all the characters that are in play. The characters that I know speak like I would expect them to speak, have motivations that I would expect them to have, so I think the characters are all done well. We'll give the plot a 5 out of 5. This is great. So you have the Black Order trying to resurrect Thanos. You have Eros and the survivors above the sanctuary. They're going to start killing off people that they think could be candidates to receive the consciousness of Thanos, starting with Gamora. And we have the Guardians of the Galaxy. I assume that they're going to save Gamora. I don't know that because I haven't read it. So you have 3 competing interests overall. I think it's going to be excellent. I can't imagine a better start to this series. Like I said, this is the first great series of 2019. If you didn't check it out, what are you waiting for? Go get this. There aren't enough great comics out right now, and we should all be very excited about the new Guardians of the Galaxy. Donny Cates hits another home run, knocks it out of the park, and like I said, this is a overall 5 out of 5, my highest recommendation. This is about as good as it gets. So that's just my opinion. What are your thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy 1 by Donny Cates? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments down below. You can also contact me on Twitter at Wes_from_TC. We can talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 1. We can talk about the recent issues of DC Comics. We can talk about the 2018 sales numbers that finally came in. Whatever you want. I talk about comics all day long. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for future reviews and commentary. Ring that bell for notifications in the future. And with that, Salamat Po, and I'm out.